And we're live.
Another installment of the Ramadan series.
Yes.
Oh, that was just the cut moving. That wasn't me.
That's fine.
Dropping a stinky one.
That's fine.
Tuned in again. We're not going to talk about food this week much.
Although it's very tempting.
Yeah, but we've done that a little bit.
We have.
And thank you to the person who I forgot the brother's name now, sent me a question after the last episode about scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs, yes.
And I gave him...
Hope they turned out well.
He had some intricate questions and he's obviously wanting to perfect the process. So I...
Mashallah.
Yeah. Scrambled eggs on rye bread, done.
See what you did there.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
If you know, you know. But we wanted to talk about TARAWEEH, didn't we?
Yes, we did, because there was a text message circulating.
Yeah.
And it was pretty comical.
Yeah.
So...
have you got that text message in front of you right now?
I've got it in front of me in an email format.
Oh, anyone would think you prepared it.
I know. But we haven't, so here it goes. Okay, so the text starts off by saying, you meet a lot of characters at TARAWEEH.
Okay. For anyone who doesn't know, TARAWEEH is where you go and do extra prayers after the normal 5 obligatory prayers.
Yes.
In the evening.
As one Nigerian brother once said to me, Qiyamul Layl, TARAWEEH, nafs al-ma'na. It was the same meaning, same thing.
Yeah, absolutely,
so,
standing in the night.
Yeah. Night prayer after Isha.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. So TARAWEEH. So the text starts off by saying, it talks about the different characters that come to this prayer. The first one is the footballer, skinny kid, shows up to TARAWEEH in an Arsenal-Barcelona t-shirt. First thing that came to my mind is if you go to a predominantly Pakistani masjid, you'll see a lot of the congregation dressed in Manchester United tops. If you go to a Somali masjid, they'll obviously be wearing Arsenal.
They got confused about where Thierry is really from.
It's like for a long time, a lot of the Somali shabab said that Puff Daddy's Somali.
Yeah. Just to burst your bubble, he isn't.
He's not, mate, sorry.
No.
He's not.
You're going to have to go back to the drawing board with that one.
Yeah. Next one, the 80s.
But Mo Farah is Somalian, so...
Yes, he is. He was also knighted as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Sir Mo Farah.
Fancy that, Tommy. Anyway.
Second one, the 80s. They leave after 8 rakats. Now, that doesn't apply to us because... that
would be the end.
Yeah. The smart 80s. They leave after 8 rakats, go eat ice cream, come back for the last 2 so nobody checks. I did do that at one point when I was a kid.
Yeah, when I was a kid, when I was like 25. Yeah.
Tenors leave after 10 because all the 8ers have gone so no one cares.
Okay. So that's if you're doing 20.
Yeah.
Then you're going halfway through.
Yeah. So again, that doesn't apply to us.
And
then there's the next one, which is stated in capital letters, Jinn. Prays first TARAWEEH, disappears until Eid Salah.
Now that is the classic archetype in Ramadan, isn't it?
Yeah.
The brother comes on the first Tarawih night. He's all pumped up. It's Ramadan. He prays Tarawih, and it takes him 3 weeks to get over it. And he's back on Eid Day.
And then there's the next one. Militant Indo-Pak uncle patrols the back row, sends all the youth to the next saf, doesn't go himself.
Yeah, there's quite a few of those in the masjid I go to.
Yeah. That's happened many times. I remember, especially growing up, a lot of the youngsters got into it at one point just because they didn't have to pray.
Yeah.
You know, those guys who were 2 or 3 years older than me, go to the front. And they wouldn't pray themselves. Serial atar dealer. Man will be giving you samples after Isha Fard, also sells books and Nasheed CDs. I think this is one of those things where you become practicing and you want to become an entrepreneur, so you start selling either thobes or atar.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And make no money.
Yeah.
Because there's no money in atar or thobes.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
There isn't.
No, there isn't. Sorry.
Just to burst your bubble.
Whoever wrote this, next time you circulate a text message, write it properly, man.
Yeah, I know.
Use formal English. It's so hard to read.
No, I know.
It's like I'm trying
What's
to read.
happened to the society?
I don't know, but I should actually add one other type of person who attends Taraweeh.
Okay, go on.
As in, I'll do it at the end.
Oh, okay.
I might do it at the end.
Okay.
The next one is the ruku warrior. Goes into ruku during third rak'ah of witr. See, sometimes it says rakat, sometimes it says rak'ah.
Both the same thing, but it's spelled differently.
Yeah. One's the more sort of Indo-Pak version.
Yeah.
But yeah, that doesn't apply to us. I don't
person
think.
who goes into a rak'ah in the third?
Yeah, because some of the masajid, they pray a bit differently.
What do you mean?
As in, if I'm not mistaken, they do their dua first and then they go into ruku, I think.
Oh,
Something
okay.
like that.
Yeah, I think no. Yes.
Yeah, so again, that doesn't apply to us. Then there's the clown. Laughs at guy who went into ruku during witr, stands back up after sujood on last rak'ah. Again, doesn't really apply to us. This one's quite funny. The marriage seeker will ask you after every Taraweeh if you found him a wife yet.
Yeah, that's a common thing when there's
Oh,
brother.
I'm looking to get married.
I'm looking to get married.
Oh, all right.
Good for you.
Good for you. Keep looking.
Yeah.
But why would you want to endorse random people anyway? If someone came to me and said, I'm looking to get married, what do you want me to do? I don't know you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to endorse someone I don't know.
Yeah.
And this is how you end up with a broken community.
Yeah.
Right? Anyway, Belcher burps and knocks out row after row. Nobody knows what he had for iftar.
There's a few of those.
Mate, listen. Some of these guys, I have to be honest. And this has happened to me a number of times.
He's been honest.
It's the BO mixed in with whatever they ate for iftar. It's literally a repugnant cocktail of smells. And, man, listen.
And cigarettes.
And cigarettes as well. It's pretty nasty. So, yeah. Don't know what to say.
The thing is, in Ramadan, when you're fasting, if you've got a lot of bad stuff in your pore, if you've got a lot of bad... So, okay, basically, your body naturally detoxes and smells start coming out of you. Yeah. This is one of the things that's known about fasting. And what's said is that if you've got a lot of bad food inside you, it stores in your fat cells and the smell starts coming out in your pores.
Yeah.
So... Just word of advice, if you're eating too much rubbish.
I mean, alternatively,
you could end up smelling like a pepperoni pizza one night if you've been eating pepperoni pizzas.
It's true.
Too much.
Alternatively, tune into Radio Ramadan if you want to find out more about health and stuff.
Yeah.
The next one is Mr. Amin. The alif in his Amin is longer than the entire Taraweeh.
Okay, yeah, good one.
Yeah,
I suppose that's applicable to us.
Yeah,
There's a bit of that going on.
A little bit, yeah. Reverses. Start Taraweeh at the front row and they keep going back every two and they finish Taraweeh on the last row for a swift exit. That's quite good.
That's quite good. I'm not one of those, but that's a clever tactic.
That is pretty good, yeah. Then you have the campers. They come at us.
You mean... Oh.
No, it's not like that. I was very tempted, Paul Chowdhury's joke on a lot of the Gujaratis, and that's our community, right? The sukkaris.
Forget it.
We've seen it. Anyway, campers come at Asr to put their coats on their spot for Taraweeh, and nobody moves it. That's their position now.
Yeah, I suppose there's a little bit of that. You get some of the older uncles who they want their spot.
Yeah.
So they'll come and leave things. I've seen that.
They'll come and make a reservation, but it doesn't work that way.
No, I know, but it does, because you just end up, you don't want to disrupt them, isn't it?
I'd move it.
No.
Yeah, you want the reward, man.
Yeah.
Get to the front stuff.
Yeah, but you don't want an uncle's fist in the side of your face when you're halfway through. Salah, and his uncle just comes and moves you out of the way.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So...
I mean, you could wrestle them to the ground, which has happened.
Yeah, not we didn't do that, but we know one particular brother who did wrestle an old man to the ground.
Yeah, that's a different story.
That's a different story for another day.
Arsenal, little kid who makes his way to the front row. All the chairmen and elders keep pushing him to the back. Shame.
I don't think that's a good joke.
No, it's not a good joke, but it does happen.
Yeah.
And I thought this was a cultural practice, but in fact, little kids shouldn't be on the front stuff. Because if the imam were to break his wudu or something were to happen, we'd have a little 4-year-old leading the salah, which isn't
appropriate.
Not really, no.
It could be a laugh.
It could be a laugh. It could be a laugh. He just starts reciting verses from like Ben 10.
Yeah.
Or Teletubbies.
He just gets completely confused.
Completely.
Yeah.
Or he starts reciting the Quran in English, like we've seen before.
Yeah, or we've heard about.
We've heard about,
I won't do a rendition of that.
No, don't bother. Then we have the headbutters. After sujood, brother behind you gets a little close and headbutts you on the backside.
Now that...
It's a violation.
I've had that happen to me, and I'm ashamed to say that I might have incidentally done that to someone in the past. By accident. The thing I don't like, I don't know if it's on here, is people with bare feet that are very like, this... Yeah, you know what I'm on about.
Yeah.
Dirty bare feet.
Yeah.
With fungal nails. Or nails that haven't been chopped in like 3 months. They're yellow.
God.
Yeah.
Wear some socks, man.
Yeah.
Seriously. But yeah, no, it's a
problem.
It's a problem. It's a massive problem. Then we have the mid-rakah snoozers. Them ones who do an extra long sujood, but they're having a quick 30-second nap.
I've seen people fall asleep in Tarawih.
Yeah. The best one is when you go to like a khutbah and then you just see like an old uncle, right? Falling asleep. And he's literally asleep for, the whole duration.
Last week...
20, 25 minutes. Then he gets up and he prays.
Last week, someone fell asleep next to me.
Really?
I started hearing him. I heard him say, as in he started doing that. And then he just like sort of did the whole thing like halfway through the khutbah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't tell him to repeat his wudu.
Okay.
No, it's his choice.
He should have.
Maybe.
Okay. Anyway, then we have the chiropractor, always straightening rows.
Oh, that's bloody annoying.
You think so?
It is annoying.
But straightening the rows is from like
but it gets
salat,
a bit. Some people get a bit OCD about it.
No,
It just becomes
they get a bit carried away. Yeah. Yeah.
People like to click their fingers as well. It's the way.
It's a bit rude, isn't it?
There's an issue with that, rather than just saying,
Then we have the beatboxer, who basically reads aloud. And it sounds like he's rapping next to you, makes you forget what you were reading. Yeah,
that happens a bit, doesn't it, I suppose? But not really that much.
Yeah, but what are you reading whilst Tarawih is going on?
Some people read the Quran themselves. You're allowed to do that, aren't you?
Oh, yes.
So I think sometimes that happens. People have a little one with them, and they're like that.
I'm with you.
Now and again, you see that. I haven't seen that in a long time.
No, not in a long
time.
But they should actually be listening to the Quran.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but I've seen that.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. Then we have the elderly. We have 2 more to go. 8 chairs at the back reverse for the elderly or disabled, but mostly occupied by middle-aged fat men.
Now that is a common sight.
It's a sad reality.
It's a sad reality.
Then we have the Sarge, the alpha male who likes to tell everyone to fill in the gaps in front of him by motioning with his hand where you need to go. That's his job for the rest of Tarawih now. Yeah, not bad. Yeah. Then we have the skiver, and this is the last one. Grown guy with beard who comes to every Tarawih prayer, but doesn't pray at all. Just sits at the back, chilling for an hour.
I don't want to name names.
No.
And so I think that sums that little text message up.
Yeah.
But is it 8 or 20?